What's up guys, it's Carter from Cardio Details, and today I'm going to be doing an update video on the Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax versus Optimum Car Wax. Now if you don't remember, one of the latest videos I've done, I've been testing out the new Hybrid Ceramic Liquid Wax from Meguiar's quite a bit, because you know, I love Meguiar's as a brand. I think they make fantastic products, and I've been really interested in their new hybrid ceramic line since they've been really pushing that as far as marketing goes this year. So that's what we've been testing. So in my initial tests, if you don't remember, I actually did not like the product very much. I applied it as per the directions, and slickness wasn't there, gloss wasn't there, beading was there for a week, but then it went away. So this time we went ahead and clayed the whole car, and then I polished a door panel just to see if we could get the hybrid ceramic wax to stick better. So this will be the second, yes, this is going to be the second wash that I've done on this car since, it's been about a month, maybe a month and a half since we did everything, clayed it, and applied everything. So the last wash, the hybrid ceramic wax, was holding up pretty good, actually. It surprised me a lot. It was beading a lot, definitely a lot more than the Optimum Car Wax, which, I mean, beading's not that big of a deal, but if you like beading, it definitely was behaving like a ceramic product. I still do think the Optimum Car Wax is glossier and a little bit slicker. Not to mention it was so much easier and quicker to apply. Anyway, let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and wash the car just with PNS Pearl, normal 2-bucket wash method. Do the wheels just my normal way with separate wheel bucket and stuff. I mean, wheels don't really matter for this test, but yeah, we'll just go ahead and wash the car. I will show you some beading in action once it's washed. I'll show you the initial beading from the initial rinse, that kind of stuff. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get right into it. I will cue the before so you can see what the paint looks like now. Let's go ahead and pull in for the final beading test. I know beading isn't that important, but everybody loves to see beading on the internet, so we'll pull you guys in for that. Alrighty, so in case you guys didn't see the first video, this is the door panel that got polished and then clayed and then polished, and then I put each product on. So this half has the Carnauba wax, the Optimum Spray Wax. This half has the Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Liquid Wax. What a name. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead with the pressure washer on, just go ahead and rinse it down for you guys. Okay, so you can't really see it on camera. There is a bit of a difference. The hybrid ceramic wax is beating better still. You can see it a little bit better lower, so let me just change the camera angle for you guys. And then, okay, we'll set that up. Okay, so again, Carnauba, left side, Meguiar's right, the ceramic, Meguiar's ceramic, right side. So as you can see, when I finish, it's going to sheet quicker on this side than that side. But you'll notice less water is usually left on the Carnauba side, which is again consistent with what I would expect from a Carnauba wax. So they both do seem to be holding up. I'll change the angle again so you can see the whole door. So they do both seem to be holding up exactly the way I expected them to. I don't see any inconsistencies with my expectations or my previous testing, except for the fact that the Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax did hold up better this time. So there you have it. There is the final test results, and I'll share my thoughts on the Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax for you guys. All right, so final conclusion. I think it's finally time to be done with the Hybrid Ceramic Wax series of videos. Honestly, I'm kind of sick of the product. I don't want to cover it much longer. Mostly because there's other products that I want to test out on this car that I'd rather have on this car because I watch it regularly, and I want to have something good on there. So, so enough of my bias. So, admittedly, I had a little bit high expectations coming into this, and I think those were a little bit less fair than I could have been. So I think with those expectations, the first two videos, they could have been a little bit harsh. So let's set the record straight and kind of revise what I said on the last one, especially based on the results from this. So number one, doesn't last. That was my main talking point for the first two videos, is it didn't last at all. So does it last? Yes. Clay and polish first. Even though it doesn't say it on the bottle, I will say that again. I'm going to have to bash Meguiar's for not putting that on the bottle. It will not stick to the paint if you don't clay and polish first. And every single detailer knows this, but I will rehash this 1,000 times if I have to. When I first started out detailing, I didn't even know what the hell a clay bar was, and neither does 90% of the people who are walking through a Walmart or walking through an AutoZone or an O'Reilly's, whatever, you name it, see this on the shelf, see ceramic, know it's a buzzword, and put it on their car. So put it on the bottle, clay and polish, make it more obvious that it needs to be clayed and polished, because otherwise it's just not going to stick. It works great if you clay and polish beforehand, but I'm not going to clay and polish every time I put a freaking sealant on the car. I might clay every time I put a sealant on the car, but there's no way in hell I'm going to polish every time I put a sealant on the car, because it's going to wear down. And it didn't stick quite as well where it was just clayed versus where it was clayed and polished. So, I don't know. It's just not it, Chief. So yeah, durability-wise, steam's fine. It's lasted a month and 3 washes now. So, you know, that's good. It seems like it's gonna hold up for another couple months. It's beating like when I just put it on, so it looks like it should hold up for another couple months, which is good news. I wouldn't be surprised to get if you got 8 months to a year out of this, if you were, applying it correctly with the polish. But again, doesn't say that on the bottle, so I wouldn't blame you if you didn't assume first that you had to. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to get 8 months to a year out of this product. Seems very durable, and seems very good. Now, as far as water beading behavior, again, when I reached out to Meguiar's, they said the water beading behavior is what they focused on the most with this, since it was supposed to be a ceramic product. The water behavior is very good. It looks like it's got about a 90-95 degree water contact angle. It's not quite as good as like glass parency is on my windshield. Not this windshield, on my own personal car. Or as like C-Quartz is, or any other kind of real ceramic coating. It's not quite that, but it is very good. I'll give them that. As far as gloss goes and slickness goes, it's gonna get beat out by carnauba wax, a paint sealant, and a real ceramic coating, and probably it's going to probably get beat out by a lot of other products that are in its same range. It's got such a synthetic gloss to it. It's not natural looking. It looks cooler and less warm. Pan the Organizer does a great job of explaining the difference between like the look of a synthetic wax or a synthetic sealant versus carnauba wax. And this really, really amplifies that difference. And then again, the slickness, it's not even. It's close, but it's not. Carnauba beats it. So here's the long-term hammered in review. Should you treat this like it's an alternative to a ceramic coating? No. Do they claim that it is? Not really, but kind of. It's got the ceramic name on it and whatever else. It's more like a traditional paint sealant. I would put this in the kind of the realm of OptiSeal with a little bit better beading. That's what I would call it. 2, what would I keep on top of it? I would just keep Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Quick Detailer on top of it. It works fine. Definitely don't use that stuff in the shade. It's a very viscous, it's a very viscous formula, the Hybrid Ceramic Quick Detailer, and it will definitely leave sunspot. It will definitely be spotty and stain the paint actually if you use it in the sun. So don't use it in the sun. It's very similar. If you haven't tried the Quick Detailer out yet, it's very similar in feel to the formula of the Spray and Rinse Hybrid Ceramic Wax, the original. So I would put this on the paint. If I was going to use it, I would clay it, put it on the paint, keep it topped with Quick Detailer, and then every 3 to 6 months, depending on how anal you are, I would just reapply the Hybrid Ceramic liquid wax. And if you wanted to, you could do the Hybrid Ceramic liquid wax topped with like Colonite 845 if you wanted to. I'm sure that would look good. You could even probably do the Hybrid Ceramic wax topped with like Optimum Car Wax or topped with Bead Maker. But if you wanted to stick in the Meguiar's family on the off-the-shelf stuff, I would just do the Hybrid Ceramic Quick Detailer. It works great. It's not my favorite formula. Definitely my it's probably one of my least favorite Quick Detailers I've ever used. It's very, just because of how viscous it is, it's not slick at all. It grabs the paint like no other, but it does work really, really well on preserving the gloss, preserving the beading, and kind of restoring and working really well with the Hybrid Ceramic liquid wax. So I will give it that. But yeah, final conclusion on Hybrid Ceramic liquid wax. What would I do if I was you? Putting myself back into a consumer position, assuming I don't have the money to have somebody professionally install ceramic coating, I don't have the resources to do it myself, and I really, really want to get into the ceramic world. What would I do? Well, first and foremost, I would look at something like the coatings, like the spray coatings that Adams Polishes has out right now. Those are going to be a little bit better than this, a little bit more durability than this, and that kind of thing. If you're not interested in that, what I would do is look at something like CarPro Reload. CarPro Reload is a silica spray sealant. It's got about 13% SiO2 in it, and I use it to top ceramic coatings all the time. Lasts about 3 to 6 months, and it's great. Super easy to apply because it's spray. And then I would look at something, if that's not going to work for you, I'd look at something like Geon Wet Coat. Geon Wet Coat on its own gives pretty good beading, pretty good sheeting, pretty good gloss. But if you pair it with something, Geon Wet Coat is amazing. So, you know, Geon Wet Coat, put it on top of your Carnauba wax that you already have, and it's going to work great with that. So that's what I would look to, number 3. Then number 4, if you really, really like the traditional feel of putting on a paste wax or putting on a liquid wax with your applicator pad, letting it sit and buffing it off, then I would go with the Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Liquid Wax. But honestly, with how expensive it is, like, you got to get the foam applicators and you got to get the bottle. The bottle's $20 at Walmart. The foam applicators, can't get them at Walmart. You got to get them online, and it's $8 for a 4-pack on Amazon. And so now you're in this about $28. Plus, if you don't have like Amazon Prime or whatever, you're gonna have to pay shipping for that. So now you're in it probably $35 if you don't have Amazon Prime. So it's not exactly what I would call amazing, and I don't think it's the best value. So while it's a good product, I think it's a little overpriced for what it is. I think it should be included in some sort of a kit. Then I would recommend it to somebody more likely. But for now, what I would do is I would stick to either the Adams Polishes spray ceramic coating. The name is missing me right now. I don't know why. Or the CarPro Reload silica spray sealant or something similar to that. So again, either of those, again, topped with Geon Wet Coat, something like that. CarPro has their own version. I think it's called Ec2O or something like that. Or no, that's their waterless wash. It's called Hydro 2. That's what it's called. It's called Hydro 2, I believe. So, you know, Geon Wet Coat, Hydro 2, that would go great on something like CarPro Reload or, again, Adams Spray Ceramic. So, yeah. Or if you like that warm glow, just stick to your Carnauba wax. Stick to your Colonite 845, or if you want to go cheap, stick to your $10 Meguiar's Gold Class Carnauba wax at Walmart. That stuff's amazing. Looks so much better than this crap. Looks warmer and better. And if you're just an enthusiast weekend warrior, that's what I would stick to if I was you. Like, honestly, the Colonite and the Meguiar's Gold Class Carnauba, those kinds of products are tried and true. They've been used for forever, and there's a reason. It's because they look really, really good. And it's because they work really, really good for ordinary people who aren't in the professional detailing industry. And if you're really, really interested in a ceramic, I think the moral of the story here is learn how to do it yourself and invest in the time learning. You know, you can learn online. It's pretty easy. And then just invest in the coating yourself. If you really want ceramic, you're going to have to go for a full coating, because honestly, something like this is just never going to replace that. So there's my take. I would give it a 1 thumbs up because I do think that it does what it's supposed to do. I just don't think it excels at anything, and I don't think I would reach for it personally if I was back as a car enthusiast, just somebody who was a weekend warrior detailer. I don't think this is what I would be reaching for regularly, if at all. So that's why it gets just 1 thumbs up. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking through. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It would go greatly appreciated. Please like and comment as well, because it gets the videos out to more people, especially if you feel like the information was useful. I've got a ton of new videos coming out soon, coming down the pipeline. I've got 2 ceramic coatings scheduled next week. And I think I'm going to do a video on how to install ceramic coating. So, you know, if you've watched this video and you've gotten a little discouraged because this didn't work out well, I will give a full tutorial on how to prep a car and get it ready for a ceramic coating. That's going to be coming within the next 2 weeks. You can expect to see that on YouTube. So, without further ado, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.